Hi friends, welcome to the verse of the day and a happy new month to every one of you out there. I feel so excited to be here today. We are halfway through this year and the rest of it, I'm just looking forward to it and just hoping that I learn and continue to bring these verses of the day to you guys. But I also like to say one thing and confess this. Today, I feel much more happier, in a much more good place because of this prophecy that I'm watching called Unceremoniously Dismissed by the Master's Voice Prophecy blog. And I hope that, from the way I'm feeling and the way I'm going to deliver this verse today, one of you, someone, anyone will be touched. I feel like this is love from me, and this is what the verse of today says. You will be touched enough to go and check these prophecies for you, or this particular prophecy and other prophecies for yourself. Okay, this verse of the day too is giving me a vibe of God is answering my prayers, and that is why I feel the way I feel, and I hope someone out there will be blessed. Today's verse is taken from 1 John chapter 4, and it's from verse 9. The subtitle is God's Love and Ours. This is how God showed his love among us. He sent his one and only Son into the world that we might live through him. This is how God showed his love to us, or among us, by sending us his Son. Okay, now verse 10, I would like to touch on verse 10 to 12 as well. It says, this is love. Not that we loved God, but that he loved us and sent his Son as an atoning sacrifice for our sins. So the love that God showed us is through giving us his Son as a sacrifice for our sins. Now verse 11 says, dear friends, since God so loved us, we also ought to love one another. So as we have been loved by God enough that he's given us his Son, free of charge, nothing requested, nothing expected. We got him for our sins as a sacrifice. We are also supposed to love one another. Imagine, you're not supposed to request or ask for anything when you love somebody. You're supposed to sacrifice, and that is how you're supposed to do, just as God did for us. Verse 12 says, no one has ever seen God, but if we love one another, God lives in us and his love is made complete in us. So you just imagine, you might be giving people things and you might be doing things for others, but have you sacrificed? Have you asked for something back? Have you expected something back? Because that's not what God did in verse 9 and 10. Okay, so please go and read it for yourself. I also touch on verse 7 and 8. It says, dear friends, let us love one another, for love comes from God. Everyone who loves has been born of God and knows God. And verse 8 says, whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love. So basically, let us love one another. Let us sacrifice for one another. And let's remember that God loved us by giving us Christ for our sins. Take care. See you soon.